done. Okay, so here we go. Yellow fever, investigation, yellow check here. We talk about the viruses here. The face, something about the first characteristic here. The nose on here, triangular here. It looks better here, this nose occasion is putting it down here. Looking for some thing about putting this nose shape down here. Let's get the symptoms including about here. The first thing about the prevention about this condition, call it the nose is taking precautions about the so we'll be including these conditions, this situation right now here, a little clear up here. Some things with the actions. Known as psychotic, in most cases, symptoms include fever, chills, also fatigue here, chills, fever, whatever here. You have to be always carefully, whatever cause of fever here. It's got a lot of different causes here. Less likely to another tip here. Should always, this kind of a case, and I go for such here case, and we waste so much time again here. Something here, learn about it here. So much time always wasted, so many different things here, how much you could do. Improving the comes back, there's up and liver damage that begins causing a here. Begins causing a yellow fever here. If this occurs, there's also increase the risk of a here. But it's interesting about it here, just going shame about it here. The working is one thing here. Working, think about the word working here, what the fuck does it mean? Yeah. The supermarket here, if you want to hear stable quarantined cashier case. There is this kind of absolutely no quarantine anything about it here. Just in case get them talent. Go there. Like gonna work in here. Does it look like a page of a case here? In this thing here. Is it? As in most of the cases, symptoms looking for you. It's good, isn't it? The elbow. Yeah, this is shorter, isn't it? Like, well, there's not any kind of good. This typical X location 5. Okay, it's waiting for 5 days occasion. Wow. Okay, everybody looking for John, okay, and some people with they improvise. The fever comes back, there's abdominal pain here. Now, liver damage begins occurring. If this occurs, there's ulcers, you're breathing, kidney problems. Oh shit! That's great. This is caused by, and it's spread by the first mosquito here. Remember mosquito again here? So the dengue fever, malaria, yellow fever here, all caused by the same here. This is a kupchi here, guys. This is a caused by here. Wild fever virus is only infected, or the primary several species of mosquito here. Several species of the mosquito here. See this occasion. Aedes aegypti is all the same carrier here. The killing Aedes aegypti here, guys. Everybody mosquitoes of the species here. Spread by here, guys. This is extinction of the eradication here. Eradications. Okay. So they're afraid to hear this. Okay, good. They like also here. This one here. One of the thing about it is the eradication here. Eradication here. Eradicate because I J50 here. History of the case eradication here. In here, mosquito eradication here. Outbreaks, there's a lot different problem here. Eradicates extinction here. On the board. In matches here. Wait. Let's take a look. Okay, look at this. There's a water come out of here, guys. Why people wanna eradicate extinction here? XD. How could I end here? Extinction. Well, it's not gonna be anywhere closer. Eradication. You can short by here. It is what they look like it here. It's important. It's very easy to see about it that 560 cases of those white case patches are on side. That's Torai here, and there is a polar, and ento part of a colon and a postrum. Looking for always they have this elastic as a part of postrum here, where they're filling here. It's interesting because mosquitoes that they can increase the weight by half on here, the blood here. Think about the half time here. And when they are middle of this Aedes, those mosquitoes here, they are much easier to kill about. They are much slower flying about here. They get quite a lot of energy case and they go back immediately after the meal, like at this full meal. They're not gonna immediately go to bite somebody else around. That's for sure here case. I mean, they risk about the ones. It's like somebody rob bank about the 1 million. It will be one street. You think about this guy will be gonna rob another bank in the next same street about here, or whatever here case of situation like here. Continues about here. The risk factor. The blue color is non-endemic area verification. It's important factor about this here case exists this here dengue Aedes here. That the area where you're supposed to go about here is a red here. It's a big problem here. You have to be very careful about it here. Our justification eggs of the yellow mosquitoes. Eggs are black color is interesting here. Doesn't look like eggs. Oh, they reproduce rapidly. The black color case then. Tasty food around here. We are now educated and hostile here. We can become infected, but cannot be infected. It cannot be picked up from energy mosquito content cycle here. Putting alcohol example in water front here. They will show different areas occasion here. Where there's a problem some here. There are different control I would have been do. Some bugs and other kind of animals. So this like about this animal. I show the areas occasion which has a one shit about it here. I just go looking for expected case and that tropical countries this kind of mosquitoes are rife here. Aedes aegypti here. You have to be careful about this thing. Well, what do you guys have done about that animal here? Local area. It can be the pinkish color. That's a good question like this kind of thing. The way it's so brown here. We should go to talk about it here, but later the next day here guys. History outbreaks in the country here. Program of it. Here we go. Alright here. Does it look like here? This like a fucking face or irrigation. Yeah, okay. The case is total case in here. How much it is one species occasion cause a human here? It's much more dangerous as Egypt because of human suffering than most of the other species here. I mean there's very few about it here. Crocodiles are nothing compared to as Egypt here. That's for a fact. Dogs even cause less case total human suffering than this here. So the cats especially here. Marcus working formally in the thorax here. In the case there's a found here. And in the case of now found tropical here. Or just registered toward Africa really. The humans larva here. White. Larva. So this can include ammonium carbon dioxide here. I'll fix the octanol here. By mama's ammonium carbon dioxide here. Ammonia. Lactic acid here, octanol. A specific tetroxidal octanol molecular reticulum here. Hamster spiritual reticulum. Ammonia here, reticulum sharp one here. It is most commonly bite at dusk and dark indoors in shady areas or when the weather is cloudy here. Nighttime here. They can bite and spread infection all year long at any time of the day here. This mosquitoes perform preeners are encouraged stuck in water such as flower vases and covered porous buckets here. Stuck in water here. But the most dangerous are the wet shower floors here. But they don't have enough time in case of shower floors. That's why they shower where the shower the toilet tanks here. The breed in the residence here. Or in the residence shower floor. Actually here in case if there's enough water to putting on it will be dry off here. In the residence here, or dangerous here. areas. Share the chemical emanating from action and water content stimulate to the later axia. Water content stimulate the particle motivated to lay in a water container that have the correct amount of specific fatty acids conservative action involved in the decrease of the leaves, matter and water. Microprecipitation, fair long with clotting. That contain allocation most commonly here. Very long with clotting along trails of an outros during the day and evening here. All the time when outros during the day and evening here along with clotting along trousers. Spray perimeter in teeth here, repel and clotting mosquitoes they bite through the thin clotting here. Use netting over your pet here. But those mosquitoes cannot bite exposed through this thing here. Use it with perimeter here. Spray material is similar to the petrol before retiring here. This will probably include a case ovi trap, lethal ovi trap here. We use ovi trap here. Ovis here. With a piece of corpus within the water of cup here. I was going to describe it here, guys, but it's poisoners here. Breathing site for container area. They could provide with the princess they could easily collect to the next phone here. You do have a pin developed with the alarm arrow that entered here. Both here use the monitor detect occasion. They cannot get off the cacodines. Excessive uses overtrap command can be used here. Since I would like lifespan of the cases to 4 weeks depending on condition, the casings can be wiped by only here, adult here. It can be wiped for over a year in tri-state with some of the mosquito rematch of the cold winter tri-spell here. Tri-spell. X can be wiped for over a year. Rematch of the cold winter here. That explain about why some countries like the irrigation here. Even there are no living, think about there are no living mosquitoes in the winter countries, but they come from those eggs which survive the winter here. Well, it's very small like animals that definitely do not survive a case here, unless they form here. So short life is a subject of investigation to modify the mosquitoes here. There's a request antibiotic to develop beyond the larva stage here. As just to play this chemical whereas in the wild here. While the components of the costume will find not in the ignorant will develop in the adults here. They said will not find no tetracycline here in the environment and developing nanos here. Never be sure in tetracycline, maybe some water here. And carries soterials over 3 million OX mosquitoes here. But they will become back again. The generative species was a station here. It's no surprise around here. A human account is a scientific arc here. It's very famous about the here gene modifications here. Chikungunya and a case of other diseases here. But not malaria here, a case there here. Recognized by lurid white markings here. So, what is malaria occasion? It can think with here. There's always similarities between those here. Mosquitoes here is a famous dengue fever and chikungunya. Well, those countries are kind of realistic diseases occasion here, such as here. Good is it here. Mosquitoes very included here. Protostorm with this occasion spread. It doesn't mention the mosquito here. Born disease here. And prevention. What's the golden cows? What are we still again here in human brains? Of course, a heritage is in life cycle here. Recurrent pathophysiology, liver dysfunction or propulstin. Epidemiology here case and a cases of attestation by the air, effectively which contains a source of artemisinin here. Artemisia. Economic impact is a counterfeiture. Substance don't cooperate with the malaria mosquito here. There's charts about it here, because there's all kind of a question about it here. X-ray, there's another question here. Immunity in general only response here. Intrinsic protected from a case and if the rate of 1,000 bytes from a year that carry very same application president and infected by those of here. But from a falciparum infection here. And it's occur nature but only in response to years of repeated infection here. Repeated infection here, tolerance. So that carry version of the parasite here. If they receive about thousands bites from mosquitoes that carry about the parasite itself putting around here. FA vaccines they get developed for several undeveloping here. The developing highly polymorphic nature of the case and also the significance of the design here, polymorphic here. Canada's the target the case of camity case in here. Block transmission, this is a question of blockers here. There's a Nobel Prize about the for medicines about if able to develop about this condition. Okay, they used to say when it was called outside, that was the coin to looking for us in current finding a study here, explored about all the animals here, identify infecting a difference of plasmodium here, about the naturally the infecting a person some of toxin for affecting of the non so as molecules find them parasites just as a P that affect the non-primates about here. Use a detective similar research and the human at different things to increase the prevalence of the avian malaria as well as the temperature provide optimal condition for parasite reproduction. The play a role in the limiting distribution potential of the endemic and basic relictum here. Research about the lot because the malaria is not a small thing here. Prognosis. When the probability that we can usually expect a complete recovery, the current surrogate proxy goes within hours of days here. That's interesting. Surrogate proxies in most cases that this is the case and risk can reach even within the secure area. Treatment or the costs of the development have been documented here. The one of the thing treatment here is resistance different treatment given anti-malarial medications was of use depend the type of severity disease around here. While a case on therapeutic outcomes are not clear, amodicone, lumediafrantin, the current names of artemisinin, clindamycin, poison different pimaquine here. So it's intravenous use of antimalarial drugs. For several intravenous use of here, for several cases artemisinin here, a super education here. Several illness support dimension artesunite here case is a case that one of the artemisinins here is used of the most effective treatment for falciparum infection, falciparum. Artemisinins here. What do we see about these things typically here with the C20 around 8 15 rapid current against here? Our standard treatment worldwide for and this is isolated plant artesiniana sweet herb deployed the tradition is keeping a process used in years here. As a sesquiterpene lactone containing use of the peroxide bridge here. Discourage the use of the therapy of monotherapy is explicitly discouraged as the therapies that base are developed resistance to trachea. Cooperative methods with some other patients are preferred treatment for are both effective here. We use the plasmodium vivax here. As well as pain research of different things here. What is it multi-point hysteria? Implicantic treatment several resistance. In software was reported in clinical evidence it was referred to the study here. Never was reported here. The resistance that was effective. Mechanism of the action, there was a lot of different production price. Also seeding. Well, there's a lot of different things. Artemisinin here, artemisinin. Okay, well look around as uncomplicated test the retardating intention decade infection is related with treatment now. Vivaki by states with the chloroquine and ICD as well, like case and clearance of here. As different pariton here, P stand for here, plasmodium here, remember plasmodium ovale vivax, malaria plasmod here, because it's plasmodium here. Plasmodium is a kind of a simple living organism, as they call it, but it's a human, not a sporozoid here. It's a protozoid here, remember a simple animal. The unicellular microorganism type of unicellular of the genus Plasmodium here. Parasitic here, case commonly disease is transmitted by bite from an infected here, case so the case can progress, because an infected will be transmitted by human here. Transmitted by human, 5 species are caused by here. But because of several infections, is commonly tropical subtropical rainfall found providing the ideal for a larva is typical diagnosis of the microscopic examination proved using blood films here. But there's no reason that it will be put a more drastic test. The history, how much the case major hindrance war. Let's see about the historical vaccine here. Eradication effort. No more here. The organization indicates that publicly eliminating from here and here. Plans to dissolve the coalition complexes here. But it's not gonna happen. So we're going to clinical trial here. As distribute the institute 3 nets in the identification stop here case transmission here. Has worked to demonstrate process of market here. Such a case something because I'm actually on this want to call a different thing what has happened here. Research and only the response to repeat an infection. So what is it case in a spraying kerosene standing water? Yeah. Nicker was in the residence playing of as people and they remain at the wall until they fall down to the floor. Yeah. Great barrier against here other methods education here. Control prevention here, including vaccine for there is no case in the presence of inary requires combination of high human population here. High rates of transmission from human to mosquitoes and from mosquitoes to here. Well, that's the case interesting that humans and mosquitoes here. The humans, this case, a trait that they can controlling about here. Plasmodium that can continue. Think about it, it will be not coming around here. This plasmodium itself, okay, so is one thing about it. Then continue the cycle. It needs to be inside the fruit occurs if any of these lower sufficiently will eventually disappear from the area here. As happened in here. And the parts of here. Or unless it is eliminated from the whole, it could be a specific condition with the combination that favors reproduction. In a case, the rise of the decreased population density here. Cause purpose maybe they can be visible in some areas, yeah. Could be here, this about a high population, I mean. It's not the long run, but I need to cost the case of treatment of disease in the long run. Prevention may be more cost effective than treatment disease in the long run, but need to cost recorded out of a rich money of the patient poorest. There is no wide difference because the control here. Elimination the provinces here. Was government for example recorded investigation small proportion invest in small population in health here. The recorded investment is a small proportion of public sector in health context similar program cost estimated at 1/5 of public health budget here. Circular shock here, classification here. Liver here, genetic here, recurrent. Life cycle here, anaphylaxis here. The cycle of a case anaphylaxis here. What is anaphylaxis here? Definitely the host transmitted motor. It's anaphylaxis here actually. Anaphylaxis first is different look like here. Each genus which first is gonna name it by here. Well over this is important anaphylaxis here. It's different species that they are not same here. Aedes aegypticus is different here. Versus dengue fever, anaphylaxis dependency. Okay, let's take a look at the human skin over here. Only commonly transmitted poison of the genus Plasmodium here. Well over can transmit the human here, about unrecognized body here. This goes in humans and Anopheles campigea is one of the best known Anopheles here. Transmits the most dangerous parasite species, Plasmodium falciparum here. Most parasite species are human Plasmodium falciparum here. Comes for one of the case species that causes inhuman transmitted by a female here. cause of malignant infection is the most dangerous form here. It is the highest rate of complications mortality. There are estimated infections here. In a much case here. More prevalent in the country, the most case over case where 24 whereas in most of the countries the victims that hotels predominate. Almost every is caused by here. Falciparum. This is background infections, poison life cycle. Seasonal temperature suitability here. Let's take a look around. Pathogenesis is seasonal. Plus made from a case and from several red pulses have a stick inside the appearance influence on the human genome here. So looks in a body that was experienced worse development of disease. PJ doctor working on a case and I guess that serious could offer some protection to here. Who's a guess that thalassemia could be a protection thalassemia here. Let's just be confirmed that PX that hemoglobin and CNE and curing spectrin. In the other some other blood disorders originating from Rekiania. Ylöstökös noiden vectors campia almenicus anopheles here depends the origin evolution. Stora fasi para malaria. Stora fasi para treatment here. Täällä look pretty equal case. Depends is here. Piperiquine here. Gambia principal vector. Gambia. Organopheles Gambia. Here it is. It's a little brown here. And this is a specific case, and the compass was recognized including the most important vectors in here. Parasite, falciparum, postmedia falciparum. It's one of the most efficient vectors known here. Malaria, we talk about this. These were the morphological individual species complex exhibiting different. For example, guest face each lauf on the pill quantity goods in general considered to be a zoophilic taking for animals, whereas sensus stricto is methods molecular or subsequent control measures to like external and the body intellect with the separate muscles here. Like a heart here, double like a different consideration here. Alone case showing some specific case of blue depicts here, false color here. Don't simply recognize in the strict sense here case and two species historical not led to epidemic. Invaded northeast case assisted by program spreads the eradication foundation intriguing to get yourself back something. Whereas the case is general anthropophilic here, from humans here. For zoophilic here. For example, consider the case Anopheles sensus stricto here. Quantriannulus here. Is the tiniest level 2 method strictly for humans. It's one of the most efficient vectors known. The incidence case in the malicious infections here expressing carrying. Let's see. Plasmodium falciparum anopheles. And I mean not here. Feely. Never like in the profit here. Name comes from here. The useless here. Anophil. Not profit. What translate to useless here? Name is useless. Anophil. Anophil. Ano mean no. An. Ophello. Profit mean profit inner. So just everybody have profit. Useless. What is useless? The anophils here. They're useless. Useless, but they suppose here fuck off you with seria prankofti cause pilofremitis filaris cause species here. Ucheria cause onion neon fever brain tumor incidence. An association of incidence and it's a question of my transfers of the incident could cause a brain tumor here. Onion fever here. The could cause here case of here. It's isolated, it's a case of virus here. And it's a cause different out for record the chikungunya out of viruses here. Of course it's an area here. And the vectors are nanophil mosquitoes here. Sylvatic cycle here. And not the genera can also vectors this agent, but not the here. The nation and I feel range map here. They does exist is a region and a warrior. The regions are off here, interesting. Darling Messiah. It here is a Messiah. Messiah. Ultra Parvus here. Pretty. There's a lot of funness to compare. The call about melons. Minimus, Dirlac, Synersis. This triar is like a. You don't see too many. This kind of here. Mosquitoes in. This area of this is also quite clear. And a surprise about the here case. Messiah is one of super liquus. Looking for word map here, case what are you expecting? Stay away from here. It might be in this area Messiah, Minimus, Ultra Parvus. Alla finns en range map here called Flora. Vi skapar på sajten på koncept smalare ta systematic taxonomy of the anopheles case here. There's an old popo adult here. What I look adult here. And from here. The rest position of the adult here compared to non-anaphile here. Happy time to suspect to become a vector of disease here. Are poor vectors as the parasite do not develop well at within them good here. There's also parasite within here. Select a straight that are refraction and placement possible. Stars of immune, so they modified refractory possible replace with one verbal limited eliminating heat transmission. Yeah. Transmission, understand the biological behavior can be understand how transmitted here, eating here, preferred source for fruit meals. Feed on human drop for feeding here. Current more like to also first patient must undergo develop within a mosquito before the infection here. Incasted here. Custody here. Developing here and dependent as a species and here. Longer than string incubation that will be not be able to transmit any parasite here. Was the image to directly less by mosquitoes in nature, but interrogate estimate here. Survival here. Estimate daily survival of the case and a range from here. We have survived here, end of the one day. This is always a constant of the case and a of it will be so longer time for the extreme incubation if the survivorship increases the case. Countermeasure at the insecticide here may actually impact the case and transmission water to the effect of longevity than population of wild mosquitoes here. What are feeding and resting here? In case the cover may have appeared in a success infection of the host here. Has been investigated recently here. Cyanobacteria. The larval popol photosynthetic here while in the adult here bacteria colonized. Protobacteria here. Bacteria states here. Fluid means the series that devastating to focus the endemic bacteria here. Enteric. Basic countermeasures are the principal ways to kill mosquitoes that bite into us. If a prolonged exposure here. Here we go, high levels over question of specific resistance on one insecticide here. With the subsequent numbers of the cases here. In tropical islands, especially here, where millions of are killed by this eradication agent. The eradication is possible here. And South to the first region elimination campaign like here. All times. When I have CVD here, the same result here. For the contraindication. The host of preventive is much less treating the disease. Cost of the preventive is much less than treating the disease here. In long run, however, it's not easy task here. For effective prevention, so because that's a conductive condition in the country. The reactive community leadership that are super sufficient resources here. Community involvement skill and technician from well, the good implementation. Step for the side here. Including microsporidia. Tropical disease here is against with the group here. Wool patch here. As a control agent here. Black flies here. Mosquitoes and black flies. aquatic states of insects, a group that includes mosquitoes and black flies. And can spotted infect the aquatic states in the air. A number of these genera are not exist, including microsporated genera here. Instinct collect från tämmöistä copypatsia. Black flies okay, so the cause of course black flies are here because of Walker, yeah. Or the condition is here when a bite about the human here. And gnat here. Quasi or liver blindness here. Mainly on here. Loaded mountain humanity. Mainly on here they are using a small black here with the short legs. Connoiters for human money here. Support the population suppress the spread including here. And here cause Escalidium here. Different name is gonna have a river near Farni as a known here, combined here. Black fly larvae in a river near the Farni here. They are high up here. A lady in a running water and a larva attested to rocks here. A pretty success is related to water pollution here. Use a tiny hooks at the end of the abdomen to hold on the substrate. It uses to hold fast here. Hepaticus algae bacteria, the larva scrapes and fang cuts it out here. Lotic habitats of foreign food and here, lotic motion here. The female black fly gnats here. It is interesting how they look like here because they're flying adult here. They're often preyed upon by throat turning Americans here. Feed by the case also feed on here, okay. From aquarium, some species can range as far from good breeding sites in recity. Preferably from old involved in maybe the multiple independent species here. FX occasion, the wetter parts of the occasion include as well. Only 4 genera cases in here. But people out of the orcas and I hear another here on the spots here. River here also protein nematodes gnat. It's like a swelling of the orcas inside. The swelling can be caused depending on inches here. It can cause with the headache, nose, and swallow. Intensive feeding can cause a fever. Actually, this is a private area compound from a fly cellular glands. Require here. May against the products contain incredibly picard in the most effective given limit effects or repellent protecting ones against the air. At distance such avoid the air as inhibit the flies avoid the peak breeding times very heavy duty like colored Latin here. Long pants when black flies for example are numerous and avoid it cools the hair like a peep on it's used by here. Protection. Numerous are unavoidable here. A labrum cut in the skin and rotates fine capillaries, yeah. It's facilitated powerful anticoagulant fly saliva. Coagulant here flies which also part in the site of the bite reduces the host awareness of pain pit and other effects in the flies feeding time here. The flies feed during the course here. So let's see another file here. Strategic technical here. Or the press population copy so we should problem over here. Only on the tour in the lifetime and it doing so with the email here. With decrease. It may be component without a method here. Sterile. It's like here, bomb, be a bomb here. But you have to be putting a constantly keeping it here about the feed position of your compare that of the nothing mosquito here. No, I'm not feeling any mosquitoes here. You can putting on something around the water level. It's animals eat about here. I probably do not live more than 2 weeks in here in nature. Most don't live. Stepenses here. That are useless. But now we know about the way. Okay, that's very implanted here. Good to NASA location. So, what to expecting here? Twin rigs here. So I got